Hey guys, it's Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to episode number 4 of Season 2 for Angel. Looking forward. Season 2 has been absolutely incredible so far with these past 3 episodes, so let's hope that episode number 4 is tremendous stuff indeed. But yeah, things picked up a bit with Darla especially, and Angel, as Darla was being a bit creepy, and I say a bit being a huge understatement. Basically being in his dreams and controlling them, and yeah, it was really sinister stuff. But also we got focus on Gunn in the last episode, and considering he's a series regular now, that it was really awesome. And it was great to have that focus on how I guess there's been a lack of development for him in terms of how he feels regarding himself and Alana's death, because he still has tremendous guilt regarding his sister's death, and there's that long road to recovery. But it's really nice that he acknowledges the fact that Angel, Cordy, and Wesley are going to be there for him. So yeah, it was really good stuff focusing on Gunn and having a story dedicated to him. So yeah, but with that said, let's get into episode number 4 of Season 2 for Angel. I'm looking forward to continuing this season. Let's go.
Is that how you keep Angel sleeping when he's with you?
There's nothing so lovely as dreams. Everything's in them. Everything hidden. Open those chambers and you can truly understand someone and control them.
Just don't be creepy, please, for 2 seconds. That's all I'm asking.
I've opened a book.
Oh, don't even try with this snooty woolly boy. I was top 10% of my class.
What class? Advanced bosoms? Hey.
Oh, jeez! Kids, simmer down!
We were just discussing whether or not we should offer to pay Gunn.
Yeah, why not?
How about we pretend that you work for me?
You are really unpleasant.
Then why don't we pretend that you don't?
You can't fire me. I'm Vision Girl.
I'll think about asking him.
And Wilcox. Oh, she's so scared.
Go.
Oh no.
Oh God, he's gonna be too late.
Oh no. Oh shh. Oh whoa. Okay, so she did that, right?
Maybe a little scared, beat up. Nobody but our Mr. Bills. You know. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Right.
Just give him the police department. Just give Angel the...
So what do we got here?
Ah!
Wood Alley. I'm going.
Hold on a second.
Oh!
Oh, God. I told you. I tried to tell you.
Please wait.
Just when she's distressed, this happens. Not his first rodeo.
That message got through. I would never try. Wait. Take this. If you need anything...
You do love the sincerity he
Place to
carries,
stay.
but also the
Staying with a friend.
calming
Someone to talk
nature
to.
to those scared, like...
Think about it. I won't hurt you.
Bethany. Hi. Sorry I'm late. I was starting to get worried.
Huh? What?
See, you have no idea. You're special, Bethany.
She knows
In
about
the old,
her.
non-retarded sense of the word. You think I tour high schools across America saying, look me up to everyone I meet?
I was impaled at the time.
Of course. Perfectly understandable.
Do you know how hard it is to
Cut him
think
some
straight
slack.
with a rebar through your torso?
Actually, I do. Benefits of a Sunnydale education. No address or
I
anything?
called back.
She said she was staying with a friend.
Must have been a hefty kind of girl.
We think she did it psychically.
Telekinesis, the power of moving things
Yeah,
with...
I have heard the word. So what y'all need me to do?
I
He's
mentioned
trying
the
to be
guys, they got
impressive,
flushed.
bless his heart.
Not far from your neighborhood around Hollywood and Wilcox. You think you can
Make a fuss, Rabbit.
Oh, damn, that's gonna smart.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Don't go.
Thought if anything it would miss her. Oh god, oh no.
Lila Morgan recruited this girl for a reason, and Lila Morgan's gonna bring this girl into the welcoming arms of Wolfram and Hart.
I will find her.
You suck.
Hello.
Vibe. I'm getting a vibe. She's vibey.
I didn't notice a vibe.
Well, all evidence to the contrary, Wes, but you're not a woman. Women and sex. It's not like you guys. We see more levels.
I kind of
Are you
have
even listening?
It's like
a feeling where
there's
this
a
is gonna
flash,
go.
Like when were you potty trained and name all your pets? Do you like hide and seek?
None of those were on my list.
You don't even know what I'm going through.
Oh,
I shouldn't
no.
even be.
Why doesn't she go back to her friends? Toss the furniture about. Or maybe we should send you home to your father.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. She's...
Power usually involves abuse of some kind, very early on. You'd mentioned a sexual vibe. She made that crack about
Yeah,
family business.
this is what I was worried we were going to
Statistically
deviate
speaking,
to.
the father was the best guess.
Frightened little mouse. I've done stuff. I can make you happy.
That's the last thing we
Wouldn't like me
actually
when I'm
want.
happy.
There we go.
Come on, it doesn't mean anything.
Said stop.
Get off!
What did you want?
Are you shocked I'm a great big slut?
You'll find I'm not easily shocked. Bethany.
It's so heartbreaking because of the abuse she suffered. She's
Everyone
been
thinks I'm so fragile.
degraded
and
and
men love it.
has to live
Do
with
you?
that. That is pretty heartbreaking how she's... Oh, it's gonna get juicy because she saw her try
She's not
to
sleeping.
jump on
You
Angel's
understand how
boat.
this puts her
Oh
crimp in
boy.
limp. And not just for the sake of the big picture. For yours.
Oh. Oh, this pressure on
I
Lila.
feel funny.
See?
It's gonna, yeah, it's gonna, okay, I thought it was gonna choke him.
Nice look.
We're making progress.
That was gun he went.
How would you feel, maybe, you know, on a
Hey.
case-by-case basis?
Hey,
Are you offering to pay me for helping you?
I love how he's just resting.
Cool.
Hey!
You're a very graceful man. Have I ever mentioned that?
I guess someone's off the critical list.
Somewhere in that moment of panic, a decision got made, and I don't want something like that to happen to my friends. Or, and I can't stress this enough, me. No matter what, sex complicates the
She's-
equation.
Yeah,
Even
she's
more than you think.
trying to be there
it.
for her.
You don't have to worry.
Cody!
Stay with me.
I hope you get hit by the nearest car.
Come on! Bethany! You can squash those guys!
Yeah, squash them, please.
Tan
Oh, good. You could just run over these.
One more excuse from you, and
Evil
I'm gonna bury
cretins.
you alive next to my house so I can hear you screaming. We
Interesting.
took her to the.
You have the power here. You're gonna kill us? You're gonna die? Then they win. Don't let them. Don't let them touch you.
Breaks. It does break my heart seeing how distressed and broken she is.
Hello, Rabbit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Daddy.
God, Bethany, I've been so worried.
coming back with me. We're gonna be a family again.
For a big test, that's the thing.
Stop running all the time to come back where people know you, love you.
Piss off, creep.
You've got the power. Use it. Finish it. And it hurts.
Holy shit, Angel.
Goodbye.
Holy shit, Bethany.
Don't hire men to rape or kidnap me. At least not my close ones, anyway. I was trying to make you
That
stronger.
stings.
Good job. Bethany, wait.
She's stronger because
Could've
following
been
this.
someone important.
Also, brain to play with.
Yeah, we have someone in mind.
Oh no. Wrong choice of words there. But
Sweet dreams.
I mean, that's it. They basically told her, you lost. Take your... I mean, you can't spell Lila without the L, so... Take the L. That's it. And... You know, it was just really powerful just seeing how how powerful Bethany was in that very, very crucial moment. She was going, like, this is the thing, whilst they were helping her be stronger and be able to look at her abilities more than a disease, like, less than a disease and more of a thing of beauty. And she was making these gradual steps. Her father was... I think it was very powerful that her father was the big test, because it's like the most damaged portion of her character, of who, like, how broken she was, derived because of him. And she's come out of this stronger. I mean, she's not going to be 100% better. The scars are still going to be there, but like I said, this has made her an even stronger character. And I really love how they did gift someone who was completely vulnerable, who was used, who you just felt so heartbroken for. They gave her that ability. And it sends a powerful message to women who, and men as well, because they are also victims, but people who are abused sexually as well. It gives them a message that you are powerful. And you're not worth nothing. Even though these cretins, these peasants who, you know what, can get hit by a car because they don't deserve to exist. They don't deserve to take the oxygen we breathe. This shit really gets me, so yeah. Yeah, it really sends a message that, like, these people are scum, and they are the shit on our heels, and they are the weak, useless ones. Because who in their right mind would do that? Yeah, that was a really powerful episode for Angel. It was very heartbreaking. It was traumatic, especially going into Bethany's past, and how not just her past, but also how damaged she was in the present as well. And just exploring her character was it made for some really great writing, because this matter is a very sensitive one, and it's one that will always tug at the heartstrings for everyone. Like I said, this is a subject that does rip my heart apart, because no one should have to go through this abuse. And with Bethany, we saw we saw a very interesting story with how her power was being unstable based on the trauma that she's experienced. And not just that, though, but the fantastic writing and acting and the little cues, because there were little bits that I did notice she reacted towards, such as she inquired if the hotel was family owned, and I did speculate that what she was like, because of course beforehand when she was asleep she dreamt of her father, and we kind of deduced stuff that she was reacting based on distressing situations. The people that were planning to rape her, she reacted severely against that. Angel, when he tried to comfort her, she was very, very shook and still, and she reacted to that. So, and there was a part of me that felt, I think I know what direction they're going to go with this, and I'm not prepared. And yeah, it sadly it seemed like I was right that her father was a real piece of shit, a parasite. So yeah, yeah, there were little moments that she reacted to, and I really like the way that you could tell that something was like something would trigger her, like certain words would trigger her because it would bring those unpleasant memories, and it would cause her mind to panic. So yeah, I really liked the little cues there. But yeah, I thought they did a very, very good job at demonstrating the just how draining and how distressing this subject is, because it's a very, very heartbreaking scenario that you get to witness on television, like someone so vulnerable, someone who like doesn't deserve, nobody deserves it, but there are these evil people, because it's a real world situation as well. There are these evil people who have so much pleasure abusing people to the point where they are completely vulnerable, and it was just very heartbreaking here. So I really did like the fact that they were able to portray such a very strong, to portray a very sensitive and heartbreaking theme in such a strong manner. The writing behind this was really great stuff. But not just that, though, because I want to get on to the to Bethany's side of things in a moment. But we also got a bit of focus on Lila in this episode as well, and which was really great, because last season we did focus a bit on Lindsay and how he felt regarding it was in Blind Date, wasn't it? And yeah, we got a bit of a look about how there was a bit of sorrow included into his life, and just an insight into how his mind works regarding his personal ties and Wolfram and Hart. So in this episode we got a brief look at Lila, as well as her being intertwined with Bethany's story, being her roommate. But of course, Wolfram and Hart wanted to bring her in because they were going to use her. They were going to manipulate her into an assassin. So, whilst the sexual the sexual abuse is not apparent in the Wolfram and Hart case, they are still using her. It's still the case that she is vulnerable. She feels completely useless, alone, and that's what Wolfram and Hart are doing. They are doing this for their own selfish greed. And it was great to have a look at Lila and just the way her mind works in this scenario. Like, this is the thing. She has this venom inside her, but I think part of her does genuinely care for Bethany. But I think she made the call to have those rapists attack Bethany before they got squished, which does match on to like her comments after the intro, where she was like, "Meet any cute boys," and she pulled the trigger in such vicious manner, like in the closing part of this episode, regarding her father. So yeah, she pulled the pin on that massive grenade. And yeah, it was just really good to see how to see that venom in Lila, but also just going into her character a bit more, having a bit more focus on her character. So yeah, it was really, really good to see that there. But yeah, back onto the main story with Bethany. It was really heartbreaking, and there were a lot of great moments with her and her ties to Angel Investigations, especially the talk with Cordelia, where she did reprimand Bethany because, of course, if she did sleep with Angel, we all know what would have happened. So, yeah, there was even a little quote there about, you don't want to make me happy, because, yeah, we've been there, done that, and we don't want a repeat of that, but, yeah, like I said, it was really good to see some moments. Cordy lecturing her, but also saying there has always been a part of you that's been in control of your power. And, I mean, I can understand why those guys got squished at the beginning because of her telekinesis. Because it was evident about the fact that all of this abuse from her father, all the way up to who she is right now, there's never been a moment where she can feel comfortable with life. She's always been abused and she's always been hurt, and especially with this power, she is lashing out. She is just using it's like her telekinesis is her shield, so she's throwing everything out there to make sure she is protected, because whilst she does feel useless, and there's this numbness to her because she is so broken, like people have broken her so much to the point where she feels completely useless, and I'll talk about this a bit more in a moment. It's still a heartbreaking subject to go through, and that's it. Her mind is just throwing everything out there to protect herself, to shield herself. So it is really heartbreaking, but it does pave the way to what would be the big test, and something that can make her evolve from that point onwards, and that was her father, because he showed up thanks to Lila, who betrayed Bethany, and I mean, you could say Bethany was not surprised at this point, because this all goes to Angel when she's trying to sleep with him. Because whereas Angel and Co, they've been very welcoming and they're trying to help Bethany out, she is still like still wanted to sleep with him because she doesn't want to put herself in a false sense of security. That's what her mind is thinking, that you don't want to risk that false sense of security, because she's been in that shoe before, where people have presented this false trust to her, and she's took it, and only for her to be betrayed. So that's what she was doing with Angel. Like, Angel was genuinely trying to comfort her. We all know that, but to Bethany, this could be another attempt to bait her and lull her into a false sense of security, and then before you know it, we're back to deja vu, sadly, where she's taken advantage of, and yeah, so she jumped right immediately to sex to cut out that expectation that we're going to have this build up and then you're going to use me. That's the case. That was the case. So it was really, really heartbreaking. It is. It's just really, really heartbreaking, because her self-esteem is at rock bottom, and it's just really heartbreaking, because we know what Angel and Co are like. They are genuinely nice people, but it's heartbreaking to know that in her mind, she thinks that this is the end game for Angel, that he's going to use her. So yeah, it's just really, really heartbreaking to see how that's integrated into her mind, that she's just good for nothing but sex, and I think it's a very, very accurate representation of someone who has been sexually abused. They feel so vulnerable, and for Bethany's case, it's just really, really heartbreaking. I mean, it is heartbreaking all around, but she is at rock bottom. She feels so helpless, and if it weren't for Angel and Co, then I don't know if she would ever begin. Like, this is the thing, her scars are still gonna be there. It's these scars are not something you can start again. And it's just heartbreaking because she just completely feels vulnerable. She feels useless. She feels like no one's genuinely there for her. That in one way or another, she's just going to be betrayed, and she's all alone. So, it was really, really heartbreaking to see her just cut out the build up and jump to sex, because that's what's integrated into her mind, that she's going to be used. That people are going to use her. And that nobody will not hurt her. Like she expects to be hurt by everyone she meets, because that's how hurt she is. So it's really, really heartbreaking. So yeah, and I am really curious as well to see how Darla's going to react to this in probably the next episode, when she's going to be creepy. And that's another thing as well, that Bethany and Angel's stories relate so much in this case, because Angel's been taken advantage of in his dreams. It was revealed that Darla used a powder to kind of have Angel in her grasps whilst they're both dreaming. Thus, she can take advantage of Angel whilst he's asleep. So, both Angel and Bethany are being taken advantage of by people, by creepy people. And this is to achieve one's own gain, and to make the other person feel completely vulnerable. I just have a worrying feeling, though, as well, that Darla is trying to get Angel to be Angelus again, because especially with last season and how she was completely disgusted by Angelus turning to Angel. Of course, this was with the curse, but she was still completely disgusted, and here we are seeing these two try to remember the good old days. I think she's going to try and bring Angelus back to the front again, so especially since we had a little peek of Angelus last season as well, even if it was a temporary thing. You never know, it could be building up to something greater, so yeah, I'm watching this space, but there are those parallels with Darla and Angel and Bethany's story, where one person is being completely victimized. They are becoming completely vulnerable because of one person's selfish action. And with Bethany, it's like a proliferation of people, which stemmed from her father, and her father's abuse led her to a breaking point for her, where people used her for their own pleasure, because they're sick bastards who deserve to get yeeted into the sun, so they could just disintegrate, because fuck those people, fuck all abusers, they have no right to share this planet with us. There we go. You can tell I take this very, very well, but I really liked what happened at the end, though, regarding how Bethany didn't let her father splat on the floor, because it stems from Cordelia's comment about control. And this is the thing, with her letting her father live and invoking so much fear into him, she has control over him, rather than vice versa. For the first time, she is in control, and she's taking Cordy's words into heart as well. So I do really, really like that. And not just that though, but this is a big test for her as well. Like I said, her father was the one to start all of this. He is the source of Bethany's heartbreak, her agony. Whilst other people have used her, it all stems from him. So this is a huge step for Bethany. So I do really, I do like that Cordy was there as well, because not just the fact that she did, of course, reprimand her for potentially sleeping with Angel and turning him into Angelus, but also she felt for her as well, and it was like that line was really, really crushing as well. But yeah, I really liked how that did have a contribution to Bethany's father's survival. But not just that, though, but it does give that power to, and I think the telekinesis is a great metaphor to women, that they are very powerful. They are amazing people. Telekinesis is a very amazing ability. And women are amazing people, and especially those who have been left completely vulnerable and become victims of selfish dickheads. They are completely amazing, and they are not worthless, and they are really incredible people that do not deserve to go through this agony. Nobody does, but your heart just weeps for people like Bethany, for people who go through this cycle of abuse because people are being completely selfish. They are being complete cretins. And the worst thing is, they know what they're doing to these people as well. So it just makes you want to punch them in every part, in every bone in their body. And yeah, it just breaks your heart. But yeah, it was a really great episode, and it had some very, very strong writing. I think there was something else that I wanted to talk about. There was another point on top of this episode, but yes, that's it. Wesley, actually, because he was the one to bring up the trigger regarding her father being the source of all of this, as I said. And it was very risky and a bit, hectic and hairy to bring him up. Especially with the fact that this telekinesis can do supreme damage when it comes to her feeling completely threatened. We saw that when her father arrived, and we saw the windows scatter, but everyone taken a bit aback when Wesley mentioned the father. But I think it needed to. It did need to be done. Whilst it was very risky, it needed to be done, because it's not something that she would have confessed to. You never know how long this would have taken, and Angel and Co, they're going to be there to help her. And like I said, we have no idea how long this could take. It could take years for her to admit who the source of her problems are. So they needed to rip that band-aid off. So whilst it was risky for Wesley to bring up her father, it needed to be done, sadly, so they could help her a bit further, and now they were able to. Because that's the thing, I think Lila would, even, if they didn't know about, their father, I think Lila would have brought him in some capacity. So I think they needed to have done that to achieve, to build Bethany up a bit more. The scars are still going to be there for her, don't get me wrong, but she is now evolving, and now she is starting a new path, one that is less intimidating. I mean, we saw at the end how she put Lila in her place, and how she completely disregarded her words regarding Angel. Oh, he's a vampire and all of that, and she's like, And not just that though, but Lila saying, I was trying to make you stronger, and she was like, good job. Because she is now becoming a bit stronger, and that's thanks to Angel and Co, because we had that little training bit with the cloth, but not just that though, with the ultimate confrontation of the father as well, thanks to Cordy's words as well, because I think that was very detrimental to his survival, you can invoke so much fear into him and control him, and then you just leave him a few centimeters from splatting to the ground. So yeah, but Wesley did what needed to be done, even if it was a bit risky. And I think it's very poignant, even though like everyone's had issues with their fathers, like in terms of Angel investigations. I think it stings a lot more, I feel like, for Wesley, because we haven't gotten the full beans regarding his backstory. But it does, like, regarding what was mentioned in I Have You Under My Skin, I believe it was, it does seem to sting a lot regarding Wesley's relationship with his father. So I think it's very, very poignant that he brought up the fact regarding father and how they've all had father issues, but it seemed like it stings a lot more for Wesley. Because we've seen flashbacks with Angel and his father. But there seems to be that care for Angel's father, like especially, I think it was the last time Angel's father saw Angel before he got turned into a vampire. When he was trying to say, "I was only trying to look out for you," and then we have Cordy and how her father completely left her at ruin. So yeah, but it seems to be there seems to be a stronger sting for Wesley and his father with the context we got in I Have You Under My Skin. So yeah, but yeah, this was a really powerful really powerful episode, very heartbreaking, especially for Bethany's case. And it just sucks, like it just sucks that there are people in this world who will make these people feel completely vulnerable, who are completely selfish, who deserve the worst kind of pain, because how can they revel in degrading people in such a horrific manner? I will never understand that with people, how they can sexually abuse, well, not just that though, but mentally abuse as well, how they can abuse their victims to the point where they're broken. I will never understand how people can revel in such travesty and think that, you know what, I can get away with it. They can't. They will always face karma in some degree, because those people do not deserve happiness. So yeah, like I said, this is a subject that really gets me, because I see a lot of these real life stories, and it breaks my heart to know, to read or to hear about what the person has gone through, and it makes me sickened about how there are so many people who could be so joyful about the fact that they are manipulating innocence for their own selfishness. But the world is a cruel place at times, and like I said, it's really heartbreaking. But I feel like this episode did a very good job at conveying how powerful and how well, it did a very, very good job at a powerful subject, well written, and yeah, this was a tremendous episode. So yeah, so I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!